Hey guys, it's just me again. 2D drawing practice drawing number 10. So the drawing that we are going to do is this one. I'm not sure if you guys think that looks complex or not, but it's actually really simple. And there are a few ways we can do it, and I'm just going to show you one. So we're going to go into AutoCAD. Yep, I just did it just to make sure that it was as simple as I thought it was. Okay, so in looking at this drawing, we have, well, all we really have three ellipses with some circles. So heading on down to our object snap, we do not need an endpoint. There's no point. Midpoint we will need a center. We don't need a geometric center. And we might as well keep the intersection there. We only need, well, from the looks of this, you could do every 30 degrees, but I think we can draw this only with every 90 degrees. All right, so we're going to need a space, you know what, 150 mils. So it should fit 150 to 200 mils. So if I just draw a line 200 mils, okay, that means that my entire drawing is going to fit on my screen, so I'm happy with that. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to go up to my draw commands. I don't want a circle, I don't want an arc. Here there is an ellipse command. If I click on the drop menu next to it, I can choose which type of ellipse I want. Having a look at my drawing, I know what the length is from the center and I know what the width is from the center. Therefore, I'm going to go with this top one. So I select the ellipse and the software will give me a prompt. Specify the center of your ellipse. I'm going to draw that one going straight up and down first. So my center can be here. And then my width of my ellipse can be 24 millimeters. My height can be 76 millimeters. Bang, there's my first one. Too easy. Now I'm going to show you a new command. I could draw another ellipse, so I could do the exact same thing and go from the center, and then I could make this one 30 by 82 if I wanted to, and there's nothing wrong with that. That will work. But because the other one is 6 mil on the outside of that smaller one there, I'm going to show you a new drawing tool. It is called an offset. So I've got my first ellipse here. Now up here, if you have a look at my crosshairs, there is this white polyline and a blue polyline around it. This command is called offsets. And what it does, it'll create a parallel line, or it'll offset whatever you've drawn. So if I select that, and it says down here, it cues me, specify your offset distance. Now I know that my outside ellipse is 6 mil outside or larger than the smaller one. So I type 6, I hit enter, I select my object. Now I can go 6 mil in or I can go 6 mil out. In this case, I need to go 6 millimeters out. And there's that there. How easy is that? Alright, so that's my first one. I actually need 3 of them. Now I can do this a couple of ways. I'm going to show you the polar array. So I go up here to my array and I can have a rectangular array, a path array, or a polar array. The really cool thing about a polar array is it will duplicate things around a center point. Yeah, so I've got my select polar array. I'm just going to select my first ellipse, enter, specify the center point of the array. So I'm going to find the center, bang, and I just have to say how many I want. See, Mr. Bleach, I only want 3 of them, so I've changed that. Enter. So now I have 3. And now I need to do the exact same thing. The center point is here. And I go 3. Now some of you may be wondering why I've done each one individually. I'll show you. So I'll just go back, actually. No, I'll go forwards. So, when I do an array, all 3 ellipses are considered to be the one drawing. So they're actually grouped. What I now need to do is ungroup them and make them individual. So you could, if you wanted to, I could actually do a polar array with both of them, do 3, and now all of that is considered to be one continuous, or one grouping. If I were to draw a circle here, not that. If I were to draw a circle, let's just say here. I can't actually trim that up. You see that? So now that I have drawn my 3 ellipses and they are the exact same as these ones here, now I need to make them all of these ellipses, because there are 6 there. Now I need to make them all their own individual ungrouped ellipse. And the commands that we want, and I don't know where to find the cursor or the icon for this one. I'll have a quick look. I've never actually I've never looked for it before, but the command that we want is explode. So I go down to my commands bar and I type explode, enter. I select everything, hit enter again, and now all of my ellipses are ungrouped. They are their own individual ellipse and they're not joined up to anything else, if that makes sense. All right, so now I need to draw a circle. So if I'm going on this center ellipse here, there is a circle up here that is in the center between these 2 lines, and it's 60 mils directly up from the center of the ellipse. So I'm going to draw a line from the center of my ellipse. I'm going to go 60 mils up, enter. Now I'm going to go directly across to there. Now I'm going to scroll on in, no longer need that. And I can trim this off here, because I know that this circle here, the center of that circle is directly in between these 2 ellipses here. So it's right in the middle. Yeah? So if I draw a circle here in the midpoint, alright, remember I went down here and I selected midpoint. So if I draw a circle in the midpoint there, that one has a radius, well, has a diameter of 14 mils, so it has a radius of 7. Enter. So there's that one. But if you have a look, I've also got the ellipse's finish. See that? There's that gap between the circle and the ellipse. And if the radius of the circle is 7, the radius of this is 10. So I need to draw another circle. Now I can do that 2 ways. I can either offset it 3 mils and I can go out. That would be fine. Or I can just draw a circle with a radius of 10. And it's exactly the same thing. Now I need to trim this one up. Trim. So I don't need this or this or this. Just cut away the bits I want. There are a few ways we can go about drawing this, but that's pretty easy there. And for this one here, I can either polar array that one, or I can just use the dimensions on this drawing to relocate, draw my 2 new circles. I'm just going to do a polar array, so I've selected it. The center point is here. I only want 3 of them. There they are there. And then if I were to just, I'll offset it. So I'm going to offset 3 millimeters. Oh, no, I can't. I wonder if I can draw a circle with the center of that. Oh, I can. What do you know? So 10, and again, a circle with the center there. 10. Now I'm going to trim up. There's that one. There's that one. Okay, so if we have a look here, I've drawn my 3 ellipses, I've drawn my 3 circles, they're all in the right location. The only thing I need to do now is to get rid of all of these overlapping cross lines in here. So I just go along and all I need to do is just trim this puppy up. And then once I've finished it, I'm just going to join the whole lot up. So this is a super simple, easy drawing to use. And there are a few ways you can do it. I'd say that the way I've done it is one of the simpler ways, but I reckon you would be able to figure out some other ways which would be just as easy to draw it. Alright, so there's that done. Select it all, join it, and wonder why that's not joining up. So if I select that and that, if I join that, oh, well now that does join up. Not sure why it didn't. And they're all joined up too. Alright, cool. So that is drawing number 10. So now I need to annotate with my single line. Let me go there. Considering the height of that one, if that's 82 mils, I'm going to try a 5 mil height. We'll see how it goes. That way. So we'll call it 2D drawing practice, drawing 10, Sean Richards. I need the snippets as my proof that I've completed this drawing. Now is my, no, I don't have my portfolio there. Digital graphics 2D drawing practice. Nope, that's not it. Come on. Digital graphics Word document. Alright, I do not know where I put my Word document. Great. Not Year 9 Digital Graphics Relief. No, that's not it. Bugger. Anyway, my snip needs to go into my portfolio. Oh, there we go. Year 9 Digital Graphics Portfolio. There's drawing number 3. Might as well just shrink this one down a bit because I don't need it to be that big. Call this one drawing 10. Paste it there. Move it into place. Okay, so there's proof that 2 of my 12 drawings have been completed. Save that, and I'll move on to the next one. Alright guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email, or email's best. Alright, I hope you're enjoying your time at home. Get some work done, and I'm going to laser cut one of the flat pack boxes, one of the pencil casey type of boxes, and I'll record that on the GoPro and put that up for you guys to see. Anyway, have a good week. I'll see you next time.